has become more accessible for our children, and more kids are online, and that means parents are looking for ways to make sure that their child is safe. The U.S. Surgeon General is pushing for warning labels on social media platforms. The warning labels, like those that appear on tobacco and alcohol products, advise parents that using the platform might damage a child's mental health. So, for our Back to School series, we're on your side with ways to foster a safe and responsible digital environment for your family. News 19's Whitney Sullivan sat down and talked with Rashonda Pratt on what you can do to stay ahead of the social media dangers.
What we know is technology is not going anywhere, and so we have to have a conversation in helping our kids to understand that we trust you and it's not just focused on tech, which is so very important. So this is what it looks like. Set clear guidelines on what is acceptable and what is not when using the internet. Make sure your kid understands these boundaries. For example, in our home, our teens had to sign a contract before they can ever use any of their technology.
Ooh, I love that. Now, I don't know if they loved it, but
they didn't like it so much, but they were willing to do anything to get those phones. The other thing is make sure you encourage open lines of communication. So let your child know they can talk to you about anything they encounter online without fear of punishment or judgment.
Ooh, that's
okay?
good.
Next, empower them to recognize suspicious behavior and what steps to take if they feel uncomfortable. This is really key because I think so many times we just give our kids these devices and we don't teach them how to see something, say something, which is so very important, right?
And that's something we learn about to do in life, but that also needs to be translated into when we're online.
Yes, and this, set clear check-ins. Discuss your child's online activities and any concerns that they may have. Now, we do this in our house. There are check-ins from time to time, and that could be check-ins with what are you doing on social media, what are you doing online, or check-ins where we take your phone and we look through your history. Just
that
saying.
part. And we also got to talk about this, something that you were saying, show interest as well.
Yeah, so you know what this looks like? Play with your kids online, play the video games, ask them about the favorite influencers that they like to engage with. Show interest because this also helps to protect them and it also helps to foster that connection.
All right, next up, we want to talk about this as well. We got to stay up to date, but what do we need to stay up to date on?
You need to stay up to date, parents, about what is happening, the latest trends and threats that are happening in the digital space. Again, just as much as we want to empower our children to be educated, as parents, as guardians, we need to be educated as well. So this can be a Google search. This is understanding what does it mean to even create a short form video. Understand all of those things so you can understand how your child is engaging as well.
Absolutely, knowledge is power. And finally this morning, parental controls.
Parental controls are a gift, and many of these social media platforms have parental controls, which you can filter out words. You can be able to see what your child is doing on social media with parental controls. You can even add them to your social media as another account. So parents, find out what the controls out there and make sure that you engage with those as well.
Oh my goodness, the Rose Show live right here, breaking it all down for us, and hopefully this information will help parents feel more empowered as their kids are navigating, as you like to call these digital streets.
That's right, Whit.
All right, friends, we'll put this interview on our website, WLTX.com.